morning guys, welcome to another vlog. It is currently Monday morning and I thought I would vlog a few days of my working week and show you guys what's been happening, just because this week is a little bit more busier than usual. So I thought it would be fun to take you guys around and show you what I get up to this week. So as you can tell, it's 8:45. I'm trying to log into my computer. Haven't turned it on the weekend, so it's just a bit slow, so I had to restart my computer. But 9 a.m. I have my wider risk assurance huddle where we just get updates about what's on for the week and any sort of call outs, anything that we need to be mindful of or aware of. And then after that, we've got our intimate team huddle, which is basically all of the managers, all of the senior managers talk through what's on their plate for this week, any challenges, any obstacles, and any call outs for any sort of any achievements. So looks like my laptop has just restarted, so I'm going to log on. Cool. So yeah, it's going to be definitely a very, very busy week. And also wanted to mention as well that tomorrow, Tuesday afternoon, I've actually been selected as a panel member to discuss the topic around, the era of side hustles, as part of the Youth Network, which is basically a forum where, as the name sort of suggests, the Youth Network, where we discuss issues concerning the youth, things like that. So I've been sort of selected as a member to discuss, my side hustle, which is obviously my YouTube channel. So I'm really, really excited and nervous for that as well. I'm really not that good at public speaking, so it's just definitely going to be something that I am going to have to practice and prepare for. So I'm going to do a little bit of that today as well. So let me log back in because this is just started. Still sipping on my green tea. So yeah, this week is definitely looking like it's a busy one, but yeah. And I'd love to know if you guys have had any issues with public speaking, any sort of anxiety, nervousness. Do let me know if you know any sort of tips or tricks that you've sort of used in the past which has helped you overcome this fear. I'd love to know, so leave a comment down below and definitely share it with me. I'd love to know. But in terms of the agenda for today, I have got obviously my weekly check-in with the wider team, my intimate team huddle. We're going to be doing a little bit of SOX testing. I need to prepare for a big meeting this week. I'm testing about 5 controls within the one walkthrough, just because they are very similar, but I need to make sure that they are definitely similar and there's no sort of variation between the controls. Otherwise, obviously you can't test them all at once at the same time. And then later this afternoon, I have some risk assurance methodology training. This is basically around a new policy being introduced for the way that we do our control testing for projects specifically. So that's definitely going to be interesting. I'm really excited for that. And then I've got leave on Wednesday, which is really good. It's just a good day to sort of break it up. But yeah, I'm just going to log onto this call quickly and I will chat with you guys in a little bit. Thanks, James. My weekend was pretty good. Saturday I tried out something called float therapy. Don't know if you guys know what that is, but basically it's about 400 kilos of magnesium sulfate in the water, and it's meant to sort of help you recover your muscles, meditation, reduce tension. So that was quite interesting. I also picked up the new iPhone, so super excited about that. Keen to sort of play with it. Last night we had Ravi's brother's birthday at Kickin' In. I don't know if you guys have been there, but it's a pretty cool concept. It's a seafood restaurant where the seafood comes in a bag and they sort of dump it on the table and you wear gloves and a bib and you sort of just eat from the table. It's a bit funny, but definitely recommend that. In terms of work, I've got my SOX walkthroughs this week, so planning the work papers for that. And then tomorrow I'm actually part of I'm going to be a panel member for the youth network, the forum around generation of side hustles. So I'll be presenting on that tomorrow afternoon. I'll send through a link if you guys are interested in attending that. It'll be an hour from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. tomorrow, so I'll send that through, but just preparing for that because I'll be a panel member answering questions. So that'll be exciting, and yeah, that's essentially what my week's looking like. So as you guys saw, I had my internal team meeting first, which was a little unexpected because it's usually the other way around, but had my internal team meeting as you guys saw and heard. And now I've got my wider risk assurance huddle. So yeah, looking forward to that. I'm just gonna log into that now and talk to you guys soon. Okay guys, so it is now 12 p.m. I've got an hour's break now to have lunch or do whatever it is that I want to do, but I'm definitely going to have some lunch, and I'm actually going to go down the road and go to an Indian restaurant to have some dosa. Really excited. I've been sort of craving it, so I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully we can get that done within the next half an hour because I got to come back and I want to fix up my Final Cut Pro because I've been having some issues with the editing software that I use. So I want to spend some time fixing that before I jump back into doing some more work. So let's go grab some food. Yes. So back from lunch, the food was amazing, as you guys saw. The actual place that I wanted to go to, which was Judka's, a lot of you guys would know that if you are based in Sydney or New South Wales, but that was closed, so we had to sort of resort to our third option, which was another dosa place, but luckily it was actually really good, so really happy about that. I'm in a bit of a food coma at the moment, and I've now just checked my schedule for the rest of the day, and I was meant to have that training that I mentioned to you guys a little bit earlier, but that's actually been postponed to Thursday. So the rest of my afternoon is looking pretty freed up. I'm just going to prepare for my little panel discussion tomorrow, and yeah, basically just sort of chill out and get ready for all of the walkthroughs as well that I've got at the second half of the week. So that's basically what the rest of the afternoon is going to look like. Hi everyone, so I've just finished up working. It's currently 5 p.m. and I'm ready to log off. The second half of the day was pretty chill. I was just preparing templates for my walkthroughs for the second half of the week. Making sure that I understand all of the controls, making some notes, some questions for my walkthrough as well. So yeah, nothing too exciting, but tomorrow's a big day. As I mentioned, I'm part of a panel, so that'll be really exciting, and I am still a little bit nervous, but I think it should be fun and I can't wait to get it over and done with. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow. For now, I'm just doing some YouTube stuff. I'm actually trying to get a video out. And you guys will obviously have seen that by the time this video goes up, but yeah, do let me know what other videos you would like to see from me on this channel. I've obviously sort of branded the channel to be around that whole corporate lifestyle, getting into the workforce, all of that stuff. So do let me know if there's anything that I have missed and I haven't really sort of mentioned on this channel. I'd love to make a video on that, but other than that, I am going to just chill on YouTube for a little bit, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning everyone. It is Tuesday the 3rd of November. I am all ready and set to get into work. As you guys know, I've been sort of preparing for this talk which I've got this afternoon, so I'm really excited for that. I'm just going to go through just a few questions and just prepare, And yeah, I will also have the camera here recording so you guys can see what that sort of looks like as well. Obviously I'm not going to show the screen because of confidentiality, but I thought it would just be good for you guys to see what that looks like. I'm going to go I think during lunchtime and get my hair and makeup done just by myself at home. So yeah, really looking forward to this. This is my first presentation to the entire sort of bank. So yeah, really excited for this. But for now, I'm just going to get into some work, some stuff that I was continuing doing from yesterday, and my battery is running low, so I'm just going to get started and I'll change the battery as well. Hi friends, so as you can tell, I've just done my hair and my makeup. I'm all set for this afternoon. I thought I would keep my hair up in a bun just because I haven't really washed it in a few days and it is a bit greasy. So I think this is quite a professional look. I'm obviously going to take my jacket off, but this is what I'm sort of vibing with. And I think I might just change my position from where I'm sitting from here to sort of facing that way because that's where the light is sort of showing. I'm not sure if I should put my glasses on. Let me see. I look like a bit of a nerd. I could think about it. Let me see if I can show you the lighting from that angle. What do you guys think? Glasses on or off? I don't know. Let me know. Comment down below, even though this would have already been done by the time this video goes up. But yes, I'm just counting down now. I just want it to be over with, so I can get on with my life. And yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna go make another cup of green tea, and I'm just gonna I've got, I think, another 15 minutes for my lunch break to be over, so I'm gonna go make some tea and have some biscuits, and then I will continue doing what I'm doing. Thought I'd show you guys what the setup is looking like. So I had to adjust a little bit because my workstation isn't sort of ergonomically designed, and I have to sort of elevate everything just so that the eye level, the camera is meeting my eye level. So I'm gonna log on now. Wish me luck, and let's get started. Yeah, thanks Alina. Hi everyone, I'm Sanjna. I'm a risk manager in the second line consumer risk assurance space. I've been at Westpac for about 1.5 years now, and in my free time I work on my side hustle. So my side hustle is my YouTube channel, which I have recently actually rebranded and split up into 2 channels. So what you're seeing there is my main channel called Success by Sanjna, which is where I talk about 3 key things which I think affect young professionals in today's society. So that's like study, career, and finance. So in terms of career, I talk about career development, CV writing skills, interview prep, and how to really just apply for a job. So it's a bit of career coaching and student mentoring. Essentially, I'm targeting high school students, uni students, and graduates at this stage to help with the transition to the corporate life. And the plan is to obviously set up a business around this down the track, which is all in the works for now, but still a lot to do before I can go full time on that. Yeah, that's a little bit about this page, Success by Sanjna. Yeah. So I've obviously, I've been watching YouTube ever since I was young, and I thought it looked like a lot of fun. But because I've always been quite an introverted person from quite early on, it's always been hard for me to start a channel of my own. But one day I decided that I had to build my confidence and step out of my comfort zone. So I thought I would give it a try, and even though it's not the same as public speaking, because I'm only talking to a camera, it still really helped me in many ways. The channel basically started off with me just doing vlogs, fashion videos, lifestyle videos. I was doing it more for myself and documenting my life really. It was only until last year where I started incorporating the corporate stuff in there, and I feel like that has been my calling. Also, I think the idea of a side hustle, if you are thinking of starting one, it generally comes to you when you're not even thinking about it. I think it's important to continue doing things that you love, and trying new things, because I think that's what sort of sparks the new ideas. In terms of who sort of influenced me, I feel like I'm a big fan of Gary V, or Gary Vaynerchuk. He's an entrepreneur, he's a motivational speaker, and he talks a lot about auditing yourself. So he's a firm believer in that everyone has actually enough time in their day to set up a side hustle in their after hours, as long as they make it a priority. I think if it's not a priority, then you instantly won't make time for it. So when I audited myself, I noticed that I had a few hours even after work, which were sort of considered to be like my dead hours, and I wasn't really doing much instead of, watching Netflix, scrolling through Instagram. So I thought I would utilize that time to really start something for myself, and that's how this whole YouTube channel came about. I think in terms of challenges, I think it would have to be, because I'm putting myself out there for people to essentially judge me on my appearance, what I say. I think there was that little bit of insecurity and the whole public image, wondering what others would think of me. But then at the end of the day, I mean, what I was doing was for myself. So I quickly came to realize that it really wasn't worth it. So yeah, the insecurity thing was a big challenge, and also I think time management as well. Finding that routine was really hard because when I did it more and more, I obviously became really diligent, and I almost treated it like my second job, and that was the only way I could sort of overcome that whole issue with time management. In terms of skills or anything I needed to learn or know beforehand, I mean, I didn't know how to use a camera. I had to learn that. Framing, lighting, recording, video editing, learned this off of YouTube, creating thumbnails, how to actually even upload to YouTube. I didn't know that. And then SEO, which is search engine optimization, just making sure that the videos that you're putting out there are actually using the right keywords and that they are searchable as well. So learning all of that was definitely was hard, and it did take some time. In terms of raising funds, I mean, I had to purchase all of the camera equipment, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do with that. In terms of any mistakes, I feel that I really should have just started earlier. I felt that I made a mistake in terms of being the person that I am. I'm well prepared, so I started off with the idea that I should have about 10 videos ready and edited to go before I actually uploaded. But this wasn't a good idea because I was always like, it has to be perfect. So that kept delaying my start time or my launch date. But then, yeah, you just have to go for it. Otherwise, you might not even get around to actually doing it, and then you might even quit. So having one video out there just meant that I was able to see what the response was going to be like, and that really just gave me motivation to keep going. And another mistake was that I wasn't consistent. So I'm not sure if you know, but the whole YouTube and Instagram algorithm really promotes people that are consistent. So if you're not consistent, then you won't get that traction. So yeah, for me, I had to definitely be consistent. In terms of like my target market or my target audience, it was hard to identify who that was because when I started, I wasn't actually thinking that this would be a business. I was thinking, this is just a hobby, and I was doing it more for myself. It was more for fun. But I think once I started sharing my experiences of the corporate world, people started to engage a bit more, and they wanted to know more about my Big Four experiences, interview skills, CV writing skills, all of that stuff. So that's when I sort of knew that I had found my niche. So yeah. So I think my side hustle has definitely impacted my confidence. I mean, I could have never imagined myself coming today and doing this talk today. In terms of mental health as well, like initially, when I used to sort of post my content, if I was only posting one video over maybe a 2-week period, then I would have more time to think about how that video was performing, and that used to play a lot on my mind. I was always concerned about, how many subscribers, how many followers, are there any hate comments, anything like that. But the fact that I'm churning out like 3 videos a week now, I don't have time to think about the negative things anymore, and you're really only as good as your last video. So by putting more content out there has really sort of helped me overcome my insecurities, and just to sort of look forward and look ahead, and just forget about the past, and just keeping yourself really busy as well. And yeah, in terms of I think you mentioned favorite or least favorite things about my side hustle. I think I definitely love filming, editing, and seeing the response that my audience sort of gives to me and the emails that I get as well to respond to. It really makes me happy when sort of someone comes back to me and says, you know, you've helped me secure that interview, or your video was just, you know, what I needed to keep going. That really warms my heart, and the fact that I'm providing value to those who need it most, that really makes me happy. And I think I just wanted to add that if there's anything that you're doing as a side hustle or a business, you definitely, as Jaden mentioned, you definitely need to make sure that you love and trust the process. If you're doing it purely for the money, then you're going to quickly realize that it's really not for you, and it'll soon become a chore. You need to really enjoy what you do, and that's the point of a side hustle. It's basically a hobby which eventually turns into a business. So in terms of negatives, I don't think there's not many negatives. If you love what you do, then I mean, you've chosen this, so yeah. And that is it. Oh my god, I thought that was so much fun to do. I was so nervous for no reason. I don't know why I was so nervous, but I'm really glad with how everything sort of went. So yeah, I'm really happy that that's over and done with. Oh, I had like a headache by the end of it. Oh, but yeah, so glad that I did that, just for myself, because I know I'm such an introverted person, struggle with public speaking, struggle, you know, talking in front of large crowds. So I'm really proud of myself that I've done that. And yeah, I think I'm just going to close off this vlog here. I think you guys have seen a lot, you know, over the last few days as to what I've been doing. It's 5 p.m. now. I need to go do the groceries, and I need to pick up some things for dinner. But yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you found it helpful, intriguing, anything at all, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. And if you've got any questions, anything at all, then you can definitely email me. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, and also my Instagram page as well, Success by Sanjana. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.